Hi people, welcome to my channel. Today on the channel, I am going to be showing you how to make rice and beans. If today is your first time of tuning into my page, please hit the subscribe button, like and share my video so when I post a new one, you won't get to miss out of it. So today on the channel, I am going to be walking you through how I made this delicious rice and beans and also pepper stew, to match up with it. Because of course, why would you cook rice and beans and you won't have a delicious stew to match up with it? So sit back, relax and enjoy. And thank you to all my subscribers on here that has been subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate everyone. Let's get into the video. Welcome back. So the first thing you're going to do is to put your pot on the gas. After doing that, you're going to add water into the pot. If you want to cook a perfect beans, I mean the beans that will be very soft, you need to add a lot of onion. So on here, I am dicing my onions. And after dicing my onions, I got out my beans. For this recipe, I am using honey beans. Honey beans is very good to use when you want to eat beans, apart from using it for moi moi. If you want to use it for moi moi, there's another kind of beans that we use for moi moi. So I went back and opened up my pot and I added my diced onion. I also went in with my washed honey beans. I am going to be covering this up to cook for another 45 minutes. Yes, you need to really cook your beans to be soft. We need to make a very delicious sauce that is going to go with the rice and beans. So for this sauce, I am going to be using tomatoes, onion, red bell pepper and some habanero. I thoroughly washed it. I added it into the blender and you can see here I am blending it. After blending it to my satisfaction, I set it aside and now we have to prep the protein that we are using for this stew. For this stew, I have some leftover cow leg that I used for my pepper soup previously. So I'm going to be cutting out the bones from this cow leg because I really don't need the bones in my stew at all. Look at the amount of bone that I got out of this cow leg. So if I don't cut it out like this, I am just going to add all that into my stew. And I wouldn't want that. In another pot, I am going to be adding my vegetable oil. Whenever I want to cook stew, I usually like to mix it with palm oil and vegetable. You can try this recipe and it's going to come out really good. After doing that, I went on to add my blended pepper. I also went in with all my spices. For these spices, I used seasoning nut cube. I used salt. I also added some garlic and ginger paste. I covered it up to steam dry for another 15 minutes. It's time to check on our beans and see if it is really soft. So after checking, I noticed it still had a little bit and also it was a lot. I got a plate and scooped a little bit out of it so that I can use it next time when I want to make another rice and beans. I added some water to it just to soften the beans a little bit more. I went back to check on our stew because this has been cooking for over 15 minutes. I was satisfied with the dryness. If today is your first time of tuning into my channel, please hit the subscribe button, like and share my video so when I post a new one, you won't get to miss it. It was time for us to go in with all our protein. So I added my smoked turkey and also my cow leg. Yes, I added everything together. I stir it all together, just to incorporate very well. We're going to cover it up to cook for another 20 minutes on a low medium heat. Beef stock gives your cooking another level of taste that is so delicious. If you like, you might add it, and if you don't like, you can skip it. Now our honey beans is really cooked and soft, so we're going to go in with our washed rice. For this one, I am using basmati. I usually like to use basmati for my rice, jollof rice, white rice. Letting my body learn this clean skin, soft light. This rest that shows in my eyes is how I hold my shoulders when
I stopped living rushed. I don't chase it, I make space for it. I come back to myself. That's a woman's glow, not loud, but you can feel it. That's a woman's glow. When I'm calm, it gets realer. That's a woman's glow. When I take my time, it's a light I don't chase. It's a light I find. The real glow comes from inside. When I don't need proof, when I say no without guilt, and I still keep my peace. It's being kind, staying sharp. It's knowing what I allow. It's moving slow on purpose and standing solid now. I protect my energy. I don't pour it out for free. I keep my senses. That's a woman's glow. Not loud, but you can feel it. That's a woman's glow. When I'm calm, it gets realer. That's a woman's glow. When I take my time, it's a light I don't chase. It's a light I find. Capri Luna, I stay steady. I don't beg the world to see. I don't need the gloom to crown me. I know what's in me. That's a woman's glow. It's health and it's healing. That's a woman's glow. It's truth and it's meaning. That's a woman's glow. When
Our rice and beans is ready. Try this simple recipe and you won't regret. I'll catch you in my next.